What a Buffy cow. You see, it's Leader Wang. Well, it's that simple to save lives. Why the hell does the truth exist? The truth exists not in a simple sentence. What do I say? What happened to Bok Nyogu? It turns out he moved here from, Hapuda, Alberta. Well, that's my audience in Vancouver too. He's 5, 6, 7 or 8 years older than me. He also seems to be from Beijing. He moved to Vancouver. He doesn't have a house. He just came to Vancouver? He just rented that house in a good area like North Vancouver and West Vancouver. Then there are windows in the semi-underground area. Well, half above ground and half underground. Because Ximen and North Vancouver are all hilly. So the side you enter from is probably the basement. But there is a complete window on your sunny side. But everyone can understand the house on the hillside, right? So that's the kind of house he lives in. After entering, everything goes wrong for him. Splitting headache. Start vomiting every day. It was he who asked me if Lao Wang was haunted by ghosts. Well, is this house unclean? Then, this so-called landlord also came to trouble me, and I said it wasn't a ghost stalking you. It's the damn winter air that's infected you. Winter air is just the same air. And ammonia. This winter air is prevalent in our house in Vancouver in the east. Because the concrete was mixed at that time. There is a lot of garbage in the soil. Because, it's cold. He poured concrete in the winter. In order to prevent problems during the setting process of concrete. He mixed a lot of winter air ingredients into it. It seems to be urea or something like that. I don't know what. Then he will slowly evaporate this thing. It's a, invisible thing like a killer fish. Well, what about you, if you have a sensitive constitution? Have you ever lost your temper recently? Have a good rest. You are also under a lot of pressure. I'll keep an eye on you all at once. And leukemia develops so quickly in half a year. Leukemia for half a year. And after getting leukemia. Don't know why. You are the first to dehumidify and dehumidify. Because, mold is moldy. The air that mold breathes out is also miasma and poisonous gas. The other thing is the one I told you about. Just go to the Canadian Tire store and buy that cylinder. He called dump water. Or what? I forgot that it's me, don't save this money. 20 yuan can buy a lot. There is hanging on the hanger. Yes, driving a boat. Anyone with an RV needs to use it. And this thing can't be broken. Then you will have clean air. Strong mind and body and good sleep. It's that simple. 10 yuan a month. Problem solved. You don't solve it. Or you suspect that you have this or something like this? What should I call it? Oops. Don't you think I'm an old man? Do you still want me to run to the basement to get some cloth? I can't even do anything about it in our basement. Do you want to see it? Then my CC little box has a hanging plastic bag. There is a small Shih Tzu box. It's the same. Just wait. I'll get it for you. Damn it, help people to the end. Pass the Dharma to the end. Why? Lao Zhang is idle. Give me a tip of $1 Canadian. I'll get it. I can't walk now. Oops. Or come and go. If you can't walk, forget it. I don't blackmail him. Why? Back again. Oops. Have you seen this? Lao Zhang, this is what you must buy, you must buy it. Whether your house has a basement or not. These are all must-buys. Because our house is made of wood. Wooden houses all have this problem. The wooden house will last for a long time, maybe. After a long time, the wooden house. That house has the smell of an old house. As long as you put this in, there will be no smell at all. The air is very fresh. It will turn all the bad things in the air into liquid. Well, leak under it. You see it has two parts. There is a partition in the middle. Did you see it? Is it liquid on the top or bottom? Look, already have a look. This is what happened after about 2 or 3 weeks of smoking. That's it. Then wait until he gets to the page here. Just throw it away. Replace with new ones. He can refill. This thing is packaged by Refills Refill. If you are in the United States, the best quality products in the United States are found at Home Depot. Home Depot is, well, we call it B&Q in China. It's, the depot has this Home Depot, that counter sells that detergent. What is it? It's that broom. Rag. Just over there and that row of counters. The Home Depot is all there. There are all kinds of packages and sizes, all of these things. It's like dump truck. Jiaduobo. Anyway, just decide where you are. It will allow you to say goodbye to this lung disease and leukemia forever. The quality of sleep is very good. It's physical. It is actually a base, a strong base. It absorbs moisture from the air. By the way, I have already inhaled all the smelly things in the air. Then it also has two versions. One has no taste. There is also a version with lavender scent. The lavender box is suitable for hanging in the closet. In the closet. Well, because our wardrobes sometimes have fashionable clothes. The clothes will have an anti-tidal smell. You hang one in the closet among the hangers. Hang one. That one is hanging. The packaging is also very good. Oops. This solves all problems. It doesn't cost more than a few dozen yuan a month. It doesn't cost 10 yuan. All solved for 20 yuan. Very useful. The next day, there was no smell at all. Otherwise, you can watch us go. Especially the old and the middle-aged. They are Chinese. You go to Lao Zhong's house as a guest. As soon as you enter the door. Especially the kind of old villa I bought for that house. It's the kind of house that's about 20 years old and 30 years old. Old house. There's a smell as soon as you walk in the door. Just a smell. Sometimes Lao Zhong said they smell like stir-fried vegetables. Not a stir-fry flavor. Actually, it's mei hedong. It's this smell that the house exudes. Then add moisture. Because it's trendy here. It rains a lot. Then he doesn't understand. So he always has that kind of. Well. You want to say it smells bad? He doesn't stink either. It just doesn't smell like, You did it all by adding this. The air is also very good. Well. Right. It's tasteless, that's right. Especially houses for the elderly. This smell is very strong. So as you can see, the houses where the elderly live are particularly heavy. Our old man is here. They sometimes live by themselves. There are fingerprints all over that room. Then I tell you. I will never put this thing in an old man's house and it will fail. Oops. Just don't let me let you go. Why are you wasting this money? It's just miserable. You said that this is what the Chinese elderly are like? The leftovers from that fucking meal will always be put in the refrigerator. That refrigerator is dirty. I took this vegetable soup to the refrigerator. He didn't wipe the table either. Oops. There is really no way. Teacher Wang. Could you please tell me the brand of high ketone vinegar? The Costco brand you buy at Costco may not necessarily change over time. He always changed his name to Test 1 Booster. It's the counter where you go to Costco to sell medicine. Just go find it. All have the United States. Costco, Canada. Costco has rotten wood. Musty smell. Right. It is this diluent and mildew absorbent that is very important. Right. Look at this super sin, it's the diluent. What are the main ingredients? Calcium oxide, calcium chloride, etc. It just doesn't absorb the musty smell itself. But because the air humidity has been greatly reduced, so the mold doesn't grow anymore. There's no taste anymore. It's almost the same anyway. That's the principle, right? It's just that then you'll be healthy again. It can also be placed in the small ball cart. That's right. He's very good at this. It's this foreigner who is particularly good at this thing. An RV is a must. Because after we bought the RV, we don't use the RV every day. That is, if you have an RV at home. Even if you park your RV in the garage. They all have this, and they all have a smell. So you must keep it in your RV all year round. In this cabin, whether it is the engine room or the cabin, these things need to be placed. In this case, your boat will have a particularly good lifespan. Remember the boats and RVs, everyone. It's all necessary to have this thing. Remember to like and follow.